A man who went from a $32 billion fortune to losing everything in just a matter of days. Not because of war, not because of failed invention, but because of his own decisions. This is the story of Sam Bankman-Fried, once hailed as the savior of crypto, who would later become the face of one of the most shocking financial collapses in modern history. In 2021, Sam Bankman-Fried was one of the most powerful figures in the cryptocurrency world, constantly appearing on global stages and being compared to legendary minds like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, while his company, FTX, reached a staggering valuation of $32 billion, earning the trust of politicians, major investors, and celebrities around the world, as he donated millions and spoke passionately about ethics and the future of humanity. But behind that carefully crafted image was a hidden truth that would bring his entire empire crashing down almost overnight. Before he became the face of a global financial scandal, Sam Bankman-Fried was known as a quiet, highly intelligent math prodigy who studied physics at the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where he developed a deep interest in logic, probability, and a philosophy called effective altruism. The idea that one should earn as much money as possible in order to give it away and maximize positive impact on the world, which would later become the core justification behind everything he did. After graduating, he joined the trading firm Jane Street, where he quickly learned the mechanics of high-frequency trading and risk management. But it wasn't long before he saw a much bigger opportunity emerging in the chaotic and unregulated world of cryptocurrency. In 2017, he founded Alameda Research, a quantitative trading firm that exploited price differences across global crypto markets, making millions almost instantly through arbitrage. And just 2 years later, he launched FTX, a crypto exchange designed to be faster, smarter, and more powerful than anything that existed at the time, attracting massive investment and growing at an unbelievable speed, turning him from an unknown trader into one of the youngest billionaires in the world almost overnight. As Sam Bankman-Fried's wealth skyrocketed, so did his influence. And by 2021, he was no longer just a successful entrepreneur, but a central figure in the entire cryptocurrency industry, positioning himself as a responsible leader in a space often criticized for chaos and speculation. While FTX rapidly expanded through aggressive marketing, high-profile partnerships, and endorsements from celebrities and major institutions, giving the illusion of stability and legitimacy in a volatile market. And when crypto companies began collapsing during market downturns, Sam stepped in as a so-called rescuer, offering bailouts and financial support to struggling firms, earning him the reputation of a crypto savior and further strengthening the trust people placed in him. While behind the scenes, his trading firm Alameda Research continued to operate closely with FTX, a relationship that few truly understood, and even fewer questioned, as investors poured in billions believing they were backing the future of finance, unaware that the foundation of this empire was far more fragile than it appeared. What the world didn't know was that behind the image of discipline and responsibility, Sam Bankman-Fried was quietly blurring the lines between his two companies, as billions of dollars in customer funds from FTX were allegedly funneled into Alameda Research to cover risky bets and massive losses, creating a fragile system built on borrowed money and trust rather than real liquidity. And for a while it worked because no one looked closely enough and the market continued to believe in the illusion. But everything began to unravel when Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, publicly announced concerns about FTX's financial stability and decided to sell off a large amount of FTX-related tokens, triggering panic across the market as users rushed to withdraw their funds in what quickly became a full-scale bank run, exposing the truth that FTX simply did not have enough money to cover customer deposits. And within days, the once mighty empire that had been valued at tens of billions collapsed under its own weight, shocking the entire financial world. In just a matter of days, the empire built by Sam Bankman-Fried completely collapsed, as FTX filed for bankruptcy and billions of dollars in customer funds vanished, leaving investors, institutions, and everyday users in shock and disbelief. While the man once seen as the future of finance was suddenly at the center of one of the biggest financial scandals in history, and soon after, Sam was arrested in the Bahamas and extradited to the United States to face multiple charges, including fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering, as prosecutors revealed a system built on deception, misuse of customer funds, and a lack of basic financial controls, turning what once looked like a revolutionary company into a cautionary tale of unchecked ambition and power. And in the end, the story of Sam Bankman-Fried became a global symbol of how quickly trust can be built and how violently it can collapse, leaving behind not just financial damage, but a lasting impact on the credibility of the entire cryptocurrency industry. The story of Sam Bankman-Fried is not just about the Yokothon of a billionaire, but about the dangerous power of trust in a world driven by hype and unchecked ambition. Because for years, people didn't just invest in FTX. They believed in the image of a genius who claimed he wanted to save the world. And that belief became the very thing that allowed the system to grow without scrutiny until it was too big and too fragile to survive, proving that in modern finance, perception can be more powerful than reality. And when that perception breaks, everything collapses with it. And maybe the most important lesson is this: technology doesn't fail people, people fail people. And in the end, the biggest risk was never crypto itself, but the human behind it, because empires aren't destroyed overnight. They are built on decisions that slowly lead to their own downfall. And when the truth finally surfaces, it doesn't just expose the system. It exposes the person who created it.